Well, we have talking about the inner voice. It's about how you project your voice internally and externally. How do you align both voices so that you send the message and get the message across the way you want it to be. And to do that, we have the lovely Cynthia Zhai, CSP, to share with us how to make the best of your voice, to influence through your voice, especially in the times of uncertainty. So can we have Cynthia?
Don't you want to have someone just do what you ask for without challenging you? Yes? Provided what you're asked for is legal. One client, after having done the coaching session with me, she said, Cynthia, it feels so good. Now, when I ask them to do something, they just go and do it. So what changed in their voice? That's what you're going to find out in the next 30 minutes. What kind of voice will help you influence people to take action? And to do that, you're not just going to sit there alone, listening or pretending to listen. So I'd like to have you quickly grab a buddy, and do not make me define what is grab. Let's quickly grab a buddy and sit beside your buddy. You may finally want to shift your seat a little bit.
We're ready.
Okay, very good, yes. Very good, I can see some of you are shifting your seats. Okay, but the majority of you looks that you have no choice but to choose the person beside you. So we're going to make you feel more willing to work with your buddy just for the next 25 minutes. So to do that, I would like to have you stand up and face your buddy. And you are going to introduce your buddy with the word, introduce me your buddy with the word ta-da. Okay, we need to make your voice more enthusiastic. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Very good. So now you're ready to work with your buddy. Take a seat, please. So in the next 25 minutes, you are going to pick up 3 skills that will help you influence at any time, anyone, whenever you speak. So you mentioned that the voice that influences, what kind of voice will help people do what you ask them to do? And from my past 14 years of work, that I've realized that once the clients have changed their voice, they have 5 elements. And what the 5 elements are? They happen to be an acronym. SPICE. SPICE. So that means there are 5 characteristics of a voice that influences. For 25 minutes, would we be able to cover all 5 of them? Of course not. Because every one of them, we need to go deep. So you mentioned that you're going to pick up how many skills? Very good. So most of you on this side that you heard is 3. Keep up this group. And 3 of them. And also, of course, before I end my session, I'll also tell you all the resources that you can get for the other 2. So I'm going to demonstrate you another voice. You see what kind of issues you may find in this voice. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Cynthia. I'm a voice coach. Today you're going to learn how to have a voice that influences. What's wrong with this voice? Shout it out. Okay, I heard a lot of mumbling. Okay, let's hear you louder. Monotonous, very good. Monotonous. Anything else? Flat, yes. Emotionless. No energy. Not energetic. Okay. Robotic, very good, yes. So a lot of my clients, when they came to me, this is how they sounded. And they thought, oh, I have a soft voice. But after hearing them speak, I realized it's not that the voice is soft. It might happen to you as well. It's not a problem of if, it's a problem of when. So this is what you want to go back and observe. And the problem that created all the results that you have heard, monotone, flat, emotionless, robotic, what is the reason? To understand the reason, you want to remember that when we speak, do we breathe in or breathe out? Or have you ever thought about it? Okay, very good. So I heard most of you saying breathe out. Yes. So this is the very first thing you want to remember. When we speak, we breathe out. We speak on the exhale. Tell your buddy, speak on the exhale. The problem is not that people try to speak when they breathe in. In fact, the only sound you can make when you breathe in is and then you forget to breathe out. That's what happens when you're nervous. So when you're nervous, did your voice ever tremble? Going high-pitched or fast-paced? So with the technique you're going to learn today, it will give you the direction on how you can solve it. You can still be nervous, but without sounding nervous. You can sound confident without feeling confident. Sounds good? It's not by faking it. You have a specific skill that you can learn. So we just mentioned when we speak on the exhale. So the problem for most people is in certain situations, for example, when they're nervous or when they're stressed out, all of a sudden that they take a breath in and they just hold the breath and speak. When you hold your breath and speak, this is how you sound. And it sounds like that you're monotone or you are arrogant. So some of my clients came to me saying that, Cynthia, my friend said I sound very arrogant. And this is how they sound like. After a while, you'll feel that you're restless. This also applies many a time to people who speak fast. So if you also feel that restless after speaking for some time, it could also be that you're holding your breath while trying to speak. When you hold your breath and try to speak, you don't have the first trait, which is the S. S represents space. Space. Tell your body, space. So when you speak, does your voice take up space? Okay, now that you know all of them. We'll have one at a time. Space. And you don't have to shout to have space. Now you can hear me, but I'm not shouting, right? So that's projection. Projection. So how do we have space in our voice? This will be shouting. Shouting is not projection. So how do we have space in our voice? Yes, very good. It's to speak on the exhale. So now we're going to use a very long sentence for the practice. And the sentence is, the best voice comes from the most relaxed body. So if I hold my breath and speak, so this is what you're going to practice with a buddy. First, you take a breath in, and then you don't use the breath. You're going to hold your breath and say the sentence, the best voice comes from the most relaxed body. And then you'll be breathless. And then after that, you're going to let the breath come out as you speak. Say the sentence again. And the sentence is, the best voice comes from the most relaxed body. So let's practice with a buddy. First is you hold the breath and say the sentence. Second one is you speak on the exhale on the same sentence. And the sentence is comes from the most relaxed body. Very good. Yes, let's try it with a buddy. Okay, very good. I can hear some of you in the front. Your breath is coming out as you're speaking. So the question you might be asking is, I don't know how to speak while holding the breath. Then you don't need to know. That means you have been doing the right thing. Keep doing it. And you may also notice that on certain words, I let go more of the breath, right? And the words are, the best voice comes from the most relaxed body. So the word best and most, I let go more exhalation. So you see, speaking on the exhale, it not only helps you take up space with your voice, but also it helps you solve the monotone problem. So now you have two words, most important words, standing out. And the other thing is, if you speak very fast, and now you let go more of the air on the two key words, your pace is also going to slow down. Speaking on the exhale is one technique that killed 3 birds. So if you don't remember anything today, this will be the only technique you want to remember. And it is, speak on the exhale. So this has been the voice you've been hearing for the past 11 minutes. So now I'm going to demonstrate to you another voice. You see what the difference is. And shout it out. This is the other voice. Can you hear any difference? Shout it out. A little bit louder. Peachy, high pitch. Yes, very good. Anything else? Faster paced. Yes. Did it also sound young? So a lot of times people would always think that, oh, voice training and coaching is to work on the tone of the voice. In fact, we never work on the tone of the voice. So the voice you heard is higher pitched, it's young, it's faster paced. Does it have a presence? No, right? Of course, in my classes, they'll be saying, wow, Cynthia, is there a switch? There's no switch. It's not like, okay, now it's the switch. I'm going to shift to this voice. And then I switch back. So there is no switch. You will work on your voice, and everything you're going to work on will become a habit. So when clients ask me, oh, I want to have gravitas in my voice, I want to sound credible, authoritative, we need to work on where you're projecting the voice from. So the voice from here is coming from the throat all the way up. It's a voice that's very thin. While this voice is coming from the full body. It's much fuller. So now you also know the voice you were born with, the one you hate to listen in recordings, can be changed without changing who you are. So now you have hope. Tell your buddy, you have hope. So the voice we want to work on is what I call a full voice. A voice comes from the full body. So instead of the voice coming from the head, only part of your body. If your voice is only coming from the part of your body, you are literally disconnected from your own body. You're only engaging this part of your body for the past 21 years. You are forever 21 for the next 15 minutes. So we mentioned that you have hope. Now we're going to explore the rest of your body to have them engaged in your voice projection as well. When you are more grounded, using more of your body, you will be more present. And when you are more present, your voice will project more presence. So that's the second element. P represents presence. Have you ever talked to someone that even though the person is in front of you physically, but you know that this person sounded like that they're somewhere else? It's a lack of presence. Or the person was you. So now we're going to develop presence. So the voice in the body, we need to develop 3 steps. And you're going to pick up the very first step. The 3 steps, they happen to be another acronym, which is going to be excited tonight. And the acronym is BAR, B-A-R. BAR, even though drinking is not good for your voice. BAR represents breathing. First step is breathing. The second step is activation. Activate your body. That's A. Breathing, activation, and resonance. So we're going to talk about the first step, which is breathing. You have probably heard people say a lot. In order to have a better voice, you need to breathe better, breathe so-called from your diaphragm. And have you been breathing properly for the past 21 years? Okay, some of you said no, some of you are not sure. Today is the day that you're going to find out. So what I would like to have you do is you're going to take a deep breath with your body. When your body is taking the deep breath, you're going to observe which part of the body is moving. So now let's take a deep breath and observe the body. Take a deep breath and observe where the movement is in your body's body. Okay, so it looks like most of you have finished. Now let's have you shout it out. Where did you see the movement in your body's body? Okay, very good. So in maps, we have superheroes. Some of you can see through your body. You saw your body's diaphragm. Okay, very good. Okay. Where else? Belly. Belly. Okay. And anywhere else? Chest. Okay, very good. So I'm going to demonstrate if this is what your body was doing. When your body taking the deep breath in, chest, shoulder move up, belly goes in. When your body breathe out, if your body was doing this one, now it's time to give your body valuable feedback. I would like to have you face your body and say to your body, buddy, you were wrong. That's right. So if your body was doing this one, that means your body has been breathing in the wrong way. The good news is your body has potential. So let's see where the potential is. I'm going to demonstrate the proper deep breath. You see where the movement is. Okay. Some of you are still waiting, already finished. Okay, one more time. Slowly take a deep breath in and breathe out. Did you see the movement? Okay, some of you saw it. Most of you didn't. So you may have heard people say, in order to manage your nervousness in front of the group, what's the best way to manage the nervousness? Breathe. Breathe deeply. Okay, Cynthia said, breathe deeply. Now you stand in front of the group, you do. Then everyone knows that you're nervous. But if you're doing the proper deep breath, you see, no one knows. Because the movement is not on the upper body. It is here. So now you're going to pay close attention. So when I take a breath in, and deep breath out, you see the movement here, right? So when I breathe in, the stomach comes out. When I breathe out, the stomach, the belly goes in. Isn't it the opposite of what you are doing? Yes. No wonder your life was upside down. So we're going to turn your life around, which is true because breath is your life force. So the proper breathing is, you breathe in, belly comes up. You breathe out, belly goes in. So that's the second technique you're going to learn, which is proper breathing practice. And the exercise is called Kung Fu breath. You don't need to do Kung Fu, but you will have the power. So we're going to put your hand on the upper stomach, and on the stomach. We don't need to go feel our diaphragm, because diaphragm you won't be able to feel it. And we're just going to feel the stomach. So for Kung Fu breathing, we start from breathing out. which means the stomach needs to go in. So this is what you're going to do. Let me demonstrate. Yes. So we start from breathing out and both in and out through the mouth. I'll explain why in a short while. But first, we start from breathing out, which is push the stomach in, air goes through the mouth. Yes. Then inhalation will be automatic. Okay, so side view here. So this is Kung Fu breathing practice. So let's try it with your body. So as you're practicing, I'll let you know why we use the mouth. Because the mouth has a bigger cavity. When we do that, the in and out is much more easily. And also, when you open your mouth, it's much more relaxed. So the mouth does not need to be opened wide. It's just slightly open like this. Did you notice the babies are breathing properly? When they are lying on the bed, the tummy is moving up and down. That's why the babies can cry all day long, loud and clear, never lose their voice. They are projecting their voice properly. Then you might be wondering, what happened? We were all once babies. What happened was we started to live a miserable human life. As humans, we have all kinds of negative emotions. We have stress. So whenever we have stress, we have negative emotions, our body becomes tense. So once the body is tense, you're not going to breathe properly. You're not going to project your voice properly. So that's why you see when you squeeze the baby's muscles when their parents are not around. Don't ask me how I knew it. Their muscle was soft and tender. So when you go for a massage, what do they tell you? Your muscle is so stiff, so tense. So that's why even before you practice breathing, you need to make sure you are relaxed. So we will have an exercise to help you not only relax, but also have a voice that will fulfill the E here. But here, you want to remember that the Kung Fu breathing exercise is something you're going to go back and do it every single day for at least 1.5 to 2.5 months. So every day, you can do many times, and each time is just about 2 to 3 minutes. So at this stage, 1.5 to 2.5 months, you want to separate your normal breathing from breathing practice of Kung Fu. Because the Kung Fu breathing is not how you're going to breathe in the future. It's to retrain how your body works. We know that we need to form a habit in about 1.5 to 2.5 months. 21 days is overrated. So that's your practice on a daily basis. And over time, you will start to notice your normal breathing, the wrong way of breathing, will be changed. Only when proper breathing becomes a habit, then when you're nervous, your voice will no longer be trembling. If it's not a habit, you will still have the voice problem. So that's the Kung Fu breathing practice. So that will give you, together with activation and resonance, it will give you a full voice that projects presence. So now, you can take a look on all of them. So voice that influences have all these 5 qualities. A voice that takes up space, a voice that has presence, a voice that influences, inspires, conveys compassion, and equanimity. What is equanimity? So equanimity is the ability to stay centered in the midst of chaos, in the midst of uncertainty. So a lot of people always say, Cynthia, you sound calm all the time. And I always say to them, I don't feel calm all the time. So how can you sound calm without feeling calm? That is the equanimity. So tomorrow you're going to learn how to also stay centered in chaos. That's part of CJ's topic. So today we're talking about the voice. How can you project a calm voice in the midst of chaos, uncertainty? And that's done by, again, a full voice. A full voice. So tell your buddy, a full voice. So the final technique you're going to take away with will help you temporarily at the moment before breathing, activation, and resonance are done. And it's a very simple exercise. It's so simple that people are wondering, will it work? Isn't it interesting? When it's too simple, we wonder if it works. We think that it must be complicated in order to make it work. So no, the exercise you're going to learn is very simple. So the next time, if you feel tense, nervous, stressed, all you're going to do is to sigh with a random sound. So I'm going to demonstrate. Our world is so complicated and stressful, we don't even know how to sigh. So this is how you're going to do. You're going to take a breath in, and then you're going to do, let's try it. Or take a breath in, and then do, how do you feel? Voice is relaxed, right? Did you also find that the voice, as if it goes down a little bit? If you're not paying attention, then you do it one more time. Take a breath in and then, okay, yes, very good. So that's the final technique. The next time, before you go into a meeting, go on to a presentation, if you feel stressed, you do sigh with a random sound. These are 3 very simple techniques that you've learned, but they are very powerful if you put them into practice. And they are, the first one was, speak on the exhale. The second one was, Kung Fu breathing to practice on a daily basis. And the third one is, sigh with a random sound. Must have a sound, so that you feel, the sound is kind of going down and very relaxed. So many people always ask me, Cynthia, how did you choose your niche, which is on voice? And over the years, the more I do my work, the more I help people for the past 14 years, I realized I didn't choose voice. Voice chose me. When I first started my career 2 decades ago, 20 years ago, in my very first job after graduation, I was being bullied by the boss. And I was very stressful in my work every day. And one day I was talking to my friend, and my friend said, Cynthia, you're not assertive. So then not only I left the company, but also I went on a journey to seek for assertiveness. And in my pursuit on assertiveness, I stumbled upon the speaking voice. Even though I was performing singing before in schools, where you're going to hear tonight. But there are differences between speaking and singing voices. When I learned about speaking voice with voice actors, not only my voice becomes fuller, more powerful, more assertive, I felt more powerful. And that planted a seed in me. When more and more people were asking me about voice, then I realized, other people are also looking to improve their voice. In the first 2 to 3 years of my work, many of my clients, they also had a problem of not assertive. And when I was helping them, I could really relate to how much pain, how much struggle, how much frustration they were going through. And at those moments, I realized my struggle on not being assertive had a meaning. And I was grateful for that experience. Now, of course, after 14 years, I have clients with all kinds of voice problems. Some are too loud, some are too aggressive. But the more I do my work, the more I realized not only my experience, my struggle had a meaning, but also seeing so many people being heard, being influential, I realized, thank the universe helped me find my purpose. So I'm not doing just voice work, I am fulfilling my purpose on this planet. And I hope for you, grab the opportunities when you have to speak up, to be heard, so that you can have influence that you are meant to have. Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Yes, and one final thing.
One final thing.
Thank you, CJ. One final thing. So to thank all of you, I do have my book, but I don't have physical copies anymore. So you probably also have difficulty finding it on all kinds of book online shops. So I'm going to give you a PDF version. So for the first, 15 people who are going to send me a message, be it online.
15, like 1-5, right?
Yes,
1-5.
1-5. So if you send me a message, either through email or social media platforms, you'll get a free copy of my book, Influence Through Voice. So now, back to CJ. WhatsApp, yes, also works.